A little bit something unusual, David, this week. From a brand that seems to have slipped off the radars of most buyers.
Certainly to purchasers, this is a Citroën C4 small SUV.
Let's have a look at the front of the car first. They've really gone to town with design. They've made this very, very complex but smooth in the same fashion. The daytime running lights, they've redesigned those because Citroën had a particularly difficult look for a while with a two-part headlight. This they've made look a little bit better. I really like this complex LED arrangement. I think this looks absolutely sexy. It's only got a very small engine, a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder and 8-speed automatic. It's very, very smooth. We'll talk about that when we're out on the road. Now, to help people buy these cars, they've just come up with something new. Did you know that?
No. What, a car? A new car?
No. Well, this is a new car, but no, that's not what it is. They'll buy this car back off you at the end of your finance period. So, of course, to meet those criteria, it's got to have no more than a certain amount of kilometres, can't have been crashed, so on and so forth. So you do have to look after it. But what they're trying to do is to widen the appeal.
The first thing about the styling, it has this fastback look which doesn't work on BMWs and Mercedes. I think it's a little better here.
Somehow I think they've made it look really sexy. Sitting on 18-inch wheels with the spare that's 16-inch, so it's a space saver, I assume, as well, so it's thinner and the actual diameter of the wheel is smaller, presumably the tyre's still the same. This back is very, very complex, very complex.
And it also has the wing that sort of gets a bit in the way. There's actually glass underneath it.
It's one of those two-part things. Do you remember that Eclipse Cross did that too? It looked ugly, whereas this actually looks really handsome. I also like that the chevron is not all chrome. It's got this little, looks like it's been enamelled. I think that looks really smart. The boot is okay. It's not bad for a car this size, but of course the window cuts down into it quite a way. You can see that there's a very sloping roof. So really this is just a normal hatchback.
A small SUV, but I tell you what, there's a bit of room.
It's really nice inside.
And that's reasonable space with a map thing, a USB and some vents.
No controls there, but that's okay. You can still control the airflow.
A bit of roof lines, got to duck your head a bit. Space here, as we found in the back, not really good.
Manual sunroof cover.
Yes.
Center console, we've got this odd push button thing for the transmission. And then a push button for park and a push button for manual. I don't know. And the drive modes, of course, that's easily selectable. Again, there's some more of this piano black, which I love, but it's going to get really badly scratched. And for a change, the French have put some cup holders in here. The seating, they've got this customary Citroën bar across the top of contrasting fabric. Quite nice stitching on this leather.
I like that pattern. It's a bit different, Alan.
Me too. And there's some massage functions as well. Unusually, it's for the passenger and the driver. In this little drawer, it's a little tablet holder, so you can put your iPad into that. And then you can put the holder into this thing. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So the passenger can be sitting there and watching something on their pad. And you could, of course, charge it here in your charger. You do have a digital dash, but it's a very small screen. Unlike Peugeot, you're looking through the steering wheel instead of over the top of it. I like that much better.
I would like to have the steering wheel move up a bit more adjustment.
That looks high as it is.
No, I would like it just a little more, but that's all right. Isn't it just non-traditional? There's no dials here. It's just a screen with
Nice,
fundamentally
simple.
in front.
But the heads-up display you can see over here is on a separate little panel, which David is going to press now.
I pressed. Oh, there we go.
Up it comes.
It taunts you, Alan. It doesn't.
It does, but look, I would prefer one that's on the windscreen. To be perfectly honest with you, I can adjust it to any height I want. There's no palaver. Middle screen, I quite like this quite nice resolution. It's big enough, it's slimline, I like it. But watch what happens when David puts it into reverse. We're in reverse now. You'll notice over here, that's your 360-degree view camera, so it's not actually live. It builds a picture up as you reverse back. So come back a little bit, and you can see as you go back, it gradually builds up a picture. And I think that's a little bit lazy, if I'm being honest with you.
Yes, I find that a little...
All Citroens and Peugeots do it. It irritates me.
Yeah. 9 inches there, I think that's enough for you, isn't it, Alan?
Well, I prefer 12.
Yeah.
I prefer 12. I think 12 inches is a nice round number. 9 I find just a little bit too small, but it's better than 8.
Indeed.
The 8's I think a little too small. So let's head ORF.
One point, Alan. I have an electric seat that will take me up and down and adjust the squab.
Mine's manual.
But it won't take me back and forward. I've got to do the old put my thing under here. And
yeah, it's like sort of going right up to the hurdle and then not bothering to jump over. Jesus, Nicky. Got a bit of a tyre chirp up there.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't, and it's only 1.2 litres, I wasn't gunning it. I gave it firm acceleration, wasn't flat out.
Wouldn't make that much difference if you were gunning it.
No.
But you've raised this point before, that the problem with 3-cylinder engines is that the fuel consumption isn't that much better because you have to stick the boot in to get it to do anything. And look, the interior is still well fitted. I've got heated seats, which I think is nice.
I've got the massage seat on.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll give that a whirl. What do you press? Do you just press buttons until something happens?
The top one is
oh, I
full
see.
massage,
Oh, I see.
I think.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's very gentle. I'm going to leave that on for the duration.
Yes.
One thing I don't like is the seats have winders. Some people like winders to adjust the back. Some people don't. I'm one of the people that doesn't. I think they're bloody awful.
I'll just go gently here, Alan.
Well, why don't I give you a drive, mate? I'll put you in sport now.
I'm calm.
Yeah, you're very zen.
And here we go with the 1.2 litre. Go, come on. Oh. Not exactly...
No, it's not a powerhouse, is it? And then you came up behind a SsangYong Stavic. I mean, I think that's more than what someone should have to deal with in a single drive. Driving behind a SsangYong. But David, there's shades of a Duchavo, I think, in this car. It's small, plucky, reasonably comfortable, relatively nice ride.
I've got paddles, of course, for the 8-speed gearbox.
The 8-speed, I think, is very smooth.
Do you like the little design features of the vents?
I think the dash is beautiful. Now that we're actually at speed, well, we would be at speed if we won't be behind a SsangYong. I think this is lovely on the open road. It's got all the things that you'd expect. It's got smart cruise control and so forth. I don't know what to make of that gear shifter. I suppose I'll get used to it in due course. French car, so indicators are on the wrong side. I'm going to give myself sport mode. Lovely. And, oh, there we go. You know, I'm going to have to eat my words about that bar with the glass at the back. I think without that glass, you'd have almost no rear vision. With it, I've got, you don't really notice the bar across the middle. I like the steering position on this a lot.
Yes?
Yeah. So to wrap it up, I really, really like the way this rides. I thought originally that it was a little bit too firm, but once we're out on the highway, it was really lovely. The steering is nice and light. It's a little bit, there's no road feel, but then, you know, you don't have to have road feel. The handling, David?
Good, yeah.
I think it's typical Citroën handling. It's firm but fair.
The other thing I'd say about it is, you know, it is said to be small, but to my mind, it didn't look, cutesy or small in the driveway, and when I'm in it, I'm happy.
I think it feels really lovely, and I tell you the other thing, I feel very comfortable position-wise. I reckon I could go for a very long drive on this. It is very stylish. The question is, will the punters buy one?
No.
I don't know. I don't know. It's got a good long warranty, longish, 5 years, unlimited kilometres. But for some reason, I think people will stay away in droves, and I think it'll be to their detriment. But we've reached the end of our time with the Citroën C4. I think we should ask you to leave a comment.
And a like.
Just hit over here to subscribe.